Sorry to all you Britneys out there in the world, but girl, you a hoe. You a cosmic 304. And we gonna talk about it. And why y'all be out there giving people STDs, spiritually transmitted demons. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. A year ago, I had a near-death-like experience, and ever since then, I could pick up on energies, and I could even hear from God itself. I was told it would take my soul 14,422 lifetimes to be completed. So I decided to start a social media platform so I can help more people speed this thing on up and finally get my butt up off this planet. Ready to go. Stressful being human. What up, you guys? Welcome back to Instructions for Humanity. It is your girl Tahirah, your spiritual teacher. Let's get into this message today, guys. This is going to be so much fun. So, got my little music playing. We're going to talk about the Britneys of the world. And girl, why you a 304, a cosmic hoe? What is a cosmic hoe, y'all? Let's get serious. We're going to have a little talk about the birds, the bees, the apples, and the trees today. No, in all seriousness, we need to talk about how people are getting these sexually transmitted demons. How the woman is the only one that can transmute the energy that the man ejaculates into her. And why she's the savior. The cosmic hoes, guys, these promiscuous women, they the saviors of this world. Let me build my case. I was on my little hiking trail. Y'all know how I like to hike. Shout out to nature and the trees, which I hugged a few of them the other day. So I was in nature when I got this message about the cosmic 304's. There are certain people here on earth that are naturally promiscuous, and there is a reason for that. So God shared something with me about the act of sex, the act of making love, and told me that it is an energy exchange. And when that energy exchange happens, it forms a contract. It might be called like a soul tie. I think people call it. But really what he said, it's a contract. There is kind of like an implied contract, right? Because what happens is, let me explain to you about how the woman is built, and then I will talk about how we'll bring the male in of how the contract is formed. But first, let me explain to you. The woman, just as we have the dark void womb of the universe is a portal, when you go to bed at night, your spirit gets refreshed because you've been in your dream state. The universe is in the mind. You've been in your dream state and your spirit gets refreshed because you've been in the dark void womb. It's the same thing with the woman. She has a smaller version of that, which is in between her legs. That is her portal. It is her dark void womb that you enter and you get refreshed. By the way, no one comes to the Father unless through me, unless through the woman's vajayjay. That's what that means. Ain't nobody gonna see the kingdom of heaven, gonna experience nothing without becoming physical. You cannot become physical without a woman, without her portal that brings you here. It's the only way. So, women are powerful. Women are the only one that can transmute ancestral trauma. Yes. Let me fix my phone here. So this is what happens. The man, right? The man comes to you. You guys agree to have sex, right? Or agree to make love, whatever it is. There naturally forms an implied contract because the man ejaculates into the dark void womb portal of the woman. And that DNA stays in that woman for years. But it's not just that, guys. You think it's only staying there for a short amount of time, but I'm going to tell you that it actually stays in there. It might not be active, but it's dormant in there until the healing takes place, until the woman transmutes that energy. So when the man ejaculates, if she knows she's a cosmic 304, if she knows she is a hoe, you know she a hoe. If she knows this, then she can instantly transmute it. But most people don't know that, and that's why hurt people, right? But what happens is once she transmutes it, the information gets exchanged on a cellular level. And through light codes, it travels out to go in to those particular DNA strands that were damaged by this trauma and pain through the male. It goes through his whole line, and it basically updates it as complete. It updates it as healed. So the one act of sex, this woman, this cosmic 304, has the ability to heal nations, to heal thousands of people, possibly millions. This is the power of a woman, of her portal, her dark void womb that is in between her legs. This is the power. But the other thing that the divine told me, shared with me, is that it forms a contract. So the act of sex in itself is, in fact, a binding spell. Are you binding something good? Are you binding something bad? Are you binding two souls that have done work on themselves spiritually? Are you binding two souls that are living in the lower aspects of themselves and are both unhealed people? So that's the energy exchange that happens. See, guys, these women are all online talking about, oh, you're not going to get nothing from me unless you give me this, unless you give me that. Because they don't know, but on a subconscious level, they understand just how much they have to take on when they enter into these sexual relationships. You have to transmute it. Do you know how much, seriously, if you knew someone today that could do this, you know how many people would be lined up at her door to get healed? If you could sleep with this person and she had the ability to transmute all of this on behalf of your whole family, do you know how powerful that is? That's why they had to also demonize the woman, the cosmic 304's. Demonize her womb. Nobody sees the Father unless through her, because you cannot be physical without it. You'll just be a thought in the mind of God without it. Dormant thought. So she allows for the soul expression through her portal. That's why they had to stop the divine feminine. That's why they had to demonize her too. There's no need for doctors. If you got a natural healer at home, there would be no need for doctors, no need for all of their gadgets and potions. There would be no need, or their elixirs. There would be no need for it if these cosmic 304's that are naturally promiscuous on this earth knew that they were healers and were allowed to heal and transmute through the act of sex. Because the woman, that's why they're out here saying, I need this, I need that before you get anything. Because do you know how much that would cost if somebody could just do that? Which, woman, you have the power to do it. You're powerful. That would cost millions of dollars. If you could heal your entire DNA sequence and heal your ancestral DNA. See, this is what keeps us coming back here, because hurt people hurt people. We're trauma bonding. Through the act of sex, you become entangled in the person's energy. That's why I say it's a currency. It's a currency. It's an energy exchange. But when it's powerful under the act of sex, because the act of sex is cosmic in itself, because I'm going to link my other video, but the natural state of the universe is a sensual, orgasmic state. That is what it feels like to just be floating around in the universe. It feels orgasmic. It feels like a climax. That's what it feels like. But of course, your religions, they hijack and take everything that you naturally get from the divine for free. And then, of course, like I said before, they got to dangle it like a carrot to get you to give to them. When all they do is steal, that's it. It's still part of the corporate plantation. It's still part of the matrix. So, you cosmic 304's, you're very, very powerful. You were born to do this. You were born to do this work, this healing work. But you have to have integrity. It's not about just sleeping around. Oh, I'm going to go to this one. I'm going to go to that one, this and that, and won't what. No. If you're having all of this sex, then you need to do the work, because this is what's going to keep you coming back. You're taking on that contract. The man has given you something. He's given you an offer. That's how a contract is formed. An offer and an acceptance. He's given you an offer. Here, take my DNA. But if you don't do anything with it, it's like you're stealing. You're stealing. Then you'll be back. You'll be back here on the Earth School. Back on ghetto Earth to do it all over again. You are to transmute it. You're the only one that can transmute it. He can heal, but he can't transmute it. Two different things. Healing is acceptance, surrendering to something, to the pain, being at peace with why something had to happen. But the DNA sequence of your entire ancestral lineage, that code is still in there. So the next time your kid sleeps with somebody, or you sleep with somebody else, it gets reactivated all over again, because the code, the sequence, the DNA sequence, that trauma is all throughout the ancestral line. So the man can heal himself. He can live right where it could be dormant, where he doesn't have to deal with the spiritually transmitted demons. But the woman, however, is the only one that can transmute it. She can take the trauma, the pain, the baggage, the burdens, take it into her dark void womb and refresh it. And you know, like a big mama, I was raised by a big mama now. Big mama be in that kitchen. She'd have a bag of flour, some sugar, and a can of beans. You have a gourmet meal. It don't matter. See, a woman is the only one that can transmute it, take pain and turn it into flowers. She heals. That entire DNA sequence gets updated through your celestial memory, stored in the subconscious mind, the one divine mind of all. It gets healed. And since we are the collective consciousness as well, the divine gets healed as well. Woman, you are God. Sorry it took me this long in the video to get to it. Woman, you are God. I'm sorry. I love when the divine works like this. I didn't know I was going to say that. As I start hearing it come out, you are God. You just are God. And the way you get treated, like you are nothing. When you are everything, because you are the only one that can heal entire ancestral lines. You're the only one that can transmute it and turn the pain into power. You are powerful. You are. So, the consequence of having sex. When you lay down with fleas, I don't even know how that saying goes, but you know, somebody out there know how it goes. If you're laying down with unhealed people, you're getting the lower aspects of them. That's how you get the sexually transmitted diseases, the sexually transmitted demons. So if you're just having casual sex and you don't know people and you're not having sex or making love from the heart space. So what happens is when you make love, the heart space is activated. It's that green chakra area. That's the doorway to the upper realms of consciousness. It's the doorway to heaven, stairway to heaven, stairway to the divine. When you have sex, however, with people you don't care about, and the heart chakra is not activated, you are operating out of your lower aspect of yourself, your root chakra and your sacral chakra, which are very mundane. So that's why you get the demons. This is how you get the sexually transmitted demons as well. It's when you just have this casual sex without feelings, without making love. You can only get the lower aspect of that person because it is an energy exchange. You follow me? It is an energy exchange. So you're getting the lower energy because the heart space is not open. So when someone makes love, they make love from the open heart space. And so now, since the heart space is the access to the higher realms of consciousness, you get the higher aspect. And that's why when you make love and with your partner, you feel great. You feel joyous. You know, you grow together and you just start to shine. You ever seen those people who are really in love and they shine, and then you see other people having a lot of casual sex and they don't have meaningful relationships and they look very dull. They look just very dull in their skin and in their eyes, and you know, they do a lot of lower dimensional things, a lot of drinking and smoking and shrooms and all of this. You can tell the energy because it is a contract. It's an energy exchange is what's happening. So if you want for the spell of love making to be positive, because it is, no, regardless, you're doing a spell, you're doing a binding spell because you're binding two energies together. I think I've explained that. If you want it to be positive and edifying, then you need to make love. You need to have a partner and make love to that partner. Someone that is a healed person, a whole person. You don't have to be perfect, but you have to have done work. You have to have done the work and doing the work daily to keep these sexually transmitted demons at bay. If you're comfortable with the energy exchange, continuing to get your sexually transmitted demons, your STDs, by not activating the heart chakra, the heart space, just dealing with the lower aspect of yourself, then that's what you're going to get from the other person. That's the contract that you're getting. You're both making a contract. Some is making for the higher level, the goodness of life, and some of you are making the contract for the lower aspect of life. You are agreeing to be lowly in life. When you do not activate the heart chakra during intercourse, you are agreeing to have sexually transmitted demons. Just as you are agreeing, if you're making love, to have sexually transmitted angels, divine beings help you. It's an energy exchange. It's a contract. Cosmic contract. Cosmic energy exchange. So, some people are meant to transmute. Some women that are very promiscuous, they're actually healers. They don't know it. They just think that they like to have all this sex, but really, they can heal them. The woman is the only one that can do it. She's the only one. You're going to have everything you need when you need it. Some people are not that way. They're the opposite way. Well, their job on earth is something else. That's why they're not that way. Some men are rich. They need to have that money because the job that they serve, the purpose they serve here on earth, they need to have that in order to achieve what they were put here for. Just as if a man doesn't have money or just has, a certain amount, you're going to have what you need for your life script. That's what I'm saying. We all come in with a life script. You have everything that you need to achieve that, okay? Life script is located in your subconscious mind, by the way, and you can always change your life script at any way. I'm going to be doing videos about that. And one of the easiest ways to change your life script is through hypnosis. It's a very, very powerful modality. But I think for today, I'm going to leave this here because if I keep going on, it kind of will tend to get complicated. And I don't want to over complicate or scare you guys from having sex. But if you are Remember, hurt people hurt people. Always make love from the heart space, and then you'll get more positive things happen. If you were only there for the lower aspect, just to get your rocks off, you will get the sexually transmitted demons. That's what you signed up for in this cosmic energy exchange. Okay. I think I said it, but I'm gonna leave it right there. I want to say I love you guys, the birds, the bees, and yes, all of the trees. They all love you too. Love is the way. Forgiveness is the absolute key. And truth is the light that will always, always guide us home. Be well, guys.